Girls were expected to be completely submissive. The elders arranged our marriages the second we turned 18. Usually to wealthy, older men who already had multiple families. My mother always told us to just smile, comply, and accept it as our duty. But my sister Roxy was born a rebel. She never said yes when the world demanded compliance. When she was 16, our tyrannical father ordered her to clean his hunting rifle. Roxy quietly packed the barrel with industrial superglue. When our dad tried to use it the next morning, the mechanism backfired, shattering his hand. Roxy was locked in the cellar for a week as punishment. But when I snuck her some bread and asked if she was sorry, she just spat on the floor and whispered, "I just wish the whole thing blew up in his face." When she turned 17, the elders arranged for her to marry a brutal, 40-year-old landowner named Silas. Silas was famous for his cruel training of young brides, keeping them locked in kennels if they spoke out of turn. A week before the wedding, my mother and I broke into Roxy's room. We handed her a stash of cash, $5,000, and begged her to climb out the window, catch a bus to the city, and never look back. My mom cried, whispering, "Run, Roxy, save yourself." But Roxy didn't take the money. She just pushed it back and gave me this terrifying, wicked grin, the exact same grin she had right before she glued our dad's rifle. "Keep it," she said, her voice dead calm. I am not running. I am rewriting the script. The very next morning, the day of the traditional betrothal ceremony, Roxy snuck into the church tower. She dragged up our father's antique double-barreled shotgun. Suddenly, boom boom, two blasts echoed across the valley. The entire town rushed to the courtyard, looking up in absolute horror. Roxy was standing on the stone ledge, the shotgun resting casually over her shoulder. "Listen up, you hypocrites!" she screamed down at the crowd. "I am not marrying that walking corpse, Silas. If you want a wedding, I am choosing the groom." She leveled the barrel, pointing it straight at a nervous 20-year-old farmhand named Caleb, a sweet, quiet guy who had been secretly leaving wild sunflowers on our porch for months. Caleb's face turned bright red, and he looked like he might actually faint right there in the dirt. The elders screamed. Our father cursed. But Roxy racked the shotgun again, aiming it right at Silas's fancy truck. "Make the switch, or I start taking out tires and kneecaps." Fearing a public bloodbath, the elders panicked and actually forced Caleb's family to agree to the match. Roxy got exactly what she wanted, and they banished her from the community like a hurricane. She chose love, at the end of a barrel.